Some of the challenges we have had are that we have multiple remote offices. At least from our perspective, they're remote offices. We have IT support in our bigger offices, but in many of the smaller offices, there's nobody there. And in many cases, they are hard to get to. Other challenges we have are just simply deploying patches. Patch management, I think, is probably the same issue most people have, but when a new, particularly a security patch comes out, highly critical, we want to push it out there quickly. In the past, before front range, before DSM, we would log on to a machine interactively and install the patch. And that's, as you can imagine, while we support about 500 plus machines on our network in our group, and that just is not practical. You can't go and log on to 500 machines in one day to install a patch. We looked at several different vendors. We did demos with all the vendors initially, kind of worked it down to front range and one other vendor, and did more detailed analysis of those two, down to cost, down to implementation timeline. We ended up selecting front range. Our most recent Java deployment, we went from, prior to our DSM deployment, we just couldn't keep up. By the time we got partway through interactively patching all of our remote machines, the next version or the second or third version of Java would be out there. So we could just never keep up. Our most recent deployment, a couple weeks ago, we got, I believe we got about 80% of our machines within 2 days. And I think we had 3 failures, 3 policy instance failures. And most of the remaining machines that did not get that deployment are just offline. That's a huge improvement. 2 or 3 missed instances are easy to go log on, go find the user. We can do that, the same day, but we couldn't do that before. So that's a big success in my book. And I don't have good metrics for how long it used to take us to build a computer completely by hand. I'm thinking it's a couple hours at least by the time you make all the various, install our standard software and set various configuration settings. Now it's about 20 minutes of interactive time is our average that we try to track to get a basic image built. We use DSM to distribute our image management to all the offices where we have full-time staff, so we can build images out at that remote office, at each remote office. But that's been a big gain for us. We get a consistent image with all of our basic management software. I think we have about 15 applications that go on a default new image in addition to Windows. And we can build all of that with just about 20 minutes of service desk analyst time. And I'm all about automation. I think if we have 500 computers and they all need the same kind of software package, let's not go have a person, a service desk analyst, go and repeat this thing 500 times. We can automate that. Let's automate the things we can and then save the people for making higher level decisions.